Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. Today is the yard site of the Rebbe Rashab, an extremely special day. A day to increase our learning of Torah, and in particular the Pnimius of Torah, the inner part of the Torah, the Hasidic teachings, which are the teachings of Mashiach, the inner parts of the Torah, which are giving us a little taste of the Torah of Mashiach, which is on its way. And very interesting idea. A friend of mine gave a suggestion for a video, a very good friend of mine, about calling out to Hashem. And it's very interesting thing is that we're going through a hard time, whatever seemingly difficult occasion. Rather than seeing it as a difficulty, rather we have to use it as an opportunity to get closer to Hashem. And that if we use whatever we're going through a hard time, it seems difficult, it seems challenging, it seems painful, intimidating, whatever situation we find ourselves in, if we use it and we consciously turn ourselves towards Hashem, we say, Hashem, help me. Hashem, only you could help me here. I can't do it alone. I need you, Hashem. So that the light, you bring the light to shine on that to illuminate that darkness. That seemingly dark situation that you found yourselves in is now illuminated with light. And it's a very simple tactic, very simple technique, very simple meditation. My friend likes when I say a meditation. It's a very simple meditation that when we find ourselves in a difficult situation, we make it about Hashem. We say, wow, I find myself today going through a challenge. Hashem, I need your help. Yeah, of course. That's the obvious. That's what it's all about, after all. Yeah, I need Hashem. So in a way, that's way better that you seemingly have a challenging day, but it turns you towards Hashem, than to have such a good day, but you don't really think too much about Hashem. Because sometimes when things are too comfortable, things are too good, a person could find themselves not thinking about Hashem, could find themselves forgetting about Hashem, chas v'shalom. But so a real opportunity is, even when you're having a great day, to consciously remind yourself about Hashem. Say, wow, I'm having a great day, I want Hashem, but it could be even better with the coming Mashiach. There's more work to be done. So we have to bring Hashem into the picture. We have to make it about Hashem. It's all about Hashem, because at the end of the day, Hashem feels our pain way more than we feel our own pain. So if He's putting us through a seemingly challenging situation, we have to recognize that it hurts Him far more than it hurts us. So there's something going on here. There's some extremely important factor behind all of this. So, in order to connect, in order to pull ourselves out of the dark situation, not only pull ourselves out of the situation to make things like they were before, no, but to make things better than they ever were before, to use the challenging situation as a magnet for even greater light, we have to call out to Hashem. We have to want Hashem. And sometimes the feeling actually really, the Alter Rebbe speaks about this, the Rebbe Rashab, it's his Hilula today, his yard site, the anniversary of his passing. They really emphasize that feeling far from Hashem is actually the first step, is really a step in getting closer. Noticing how you feel far from Hashem, how you want to feel closer, noticing how you're not satisfied with where you're at now, but you want to be closer. That is really, it's the step of being closer. Feeling far is really the step of feeling closer. So when we find ourselves in whatever situation we may be in, but we recognize that we want Hashem, so we just turn that situation into a drawing down of Hashem. So Alter Rebbe says, this level is beyond logic, beyond intellect. You know, people could be such tremendous intellectual people, and they even in Torah, they understand Torah, they understand all the depths, but there's a higher level than that. There's the simple connection to Hashem that's beyond any logic. You think simple is lower than intellect, but simple is actually higher than intellect. The simple connection we have with Hashem is beyond, infinitely greater than any intellectual understanding we could have. Of course, it's important, and of course, part of the simple connection to Hashem is then actually learning about Hashem in the intellect. But we can't base our connection just on our intellect. We can't say, if I understand, okay, I'll serve Hashem. If I don't, I won't. Chas v'shalom. Part of it is bringing it down into the intellect and into the emotions. Yeah, we want to feel Hashem in our hearts. We want to feel a connection to Hashem in our hearts. We want to understand deep ideas. That's an important part of it. 110%. That's a necessary component. That's Hashem's will. But even greater is that we have a connection with Hashem established in our will, in our ratzon, in our desire that's beyond intellect. That say, look, I may understand this concept, I may not, but I want Hashem, and that's all that matters. Then we transcend ourselves, and we integrate ourselves with Hashem. We unite ourselves with Hashem beyond intellect. So the Rebbe Rashab relates this to the blowing of the shofar. It represents the baby crying out to the father, or the mother, to the parent. So we're crying out to Hashem, and the baby crying, he's not thinking, it makes sense for me to cry now because I'm hungry. No. It's so natural, it's an instinct, it's instinctual, it's completely the natural reaction. It's just it's part of the baby. The baby doesn't have to think to cry for the father, for the mother, whatever. The baby just cries. So too, when we blow the shofar, we're saying, Hashem, we want you. But we're wanting Hashem beyond even understanding why we want Him or what we want or we're just crying out at the level of etzem, from our innermost part, from who we are. It's who I am to want Hashem. And then once we set up that connection to Hashem above logic, then we're plugged in, so to speak, and we make ourselves a good vessel to then start to understand in logic, in emotion, and connect to Hashem in action. Action is a must, and that's why action is the most important. So sometimes when we do a mitzvah, we go right to action. We know we have to be besimcha. We don't have to think about why we have to be besimcha. We act besimcha. We skip the whole process. We skip our own calculations. We have to let go of our own calculations. Remember and believe and have emunah, have faith, have bitachon, have trust in Hashem that He is going to deliver us. May Hashem bless you. May we be delivered today.